Welcome to the Red River Valley of North Dakota. A land flowing with milk and honey. You're watching Beet Farmin Mitch. Well, hello people of YouTube. I am Beet Farmin Mitch and it is corn season. I tell you what, corn is a fun crop to harvest when it goes like this. It's going good. We're just mowing the stalks down through the header. And I don't even have to steer. We got our row guide there, keeping us on track. And a nice corn crop. Chopping the stalks good. Feels like fall. It's kind of straw bale and pumpkin season. And this is our last crop to harvest. We don't have any sunflowers this year. We got a few acres of corn and that's pretty much it. But of course there's always work to do. We'll have to get our ground fertilized, get the corn ground situated for next year. The work never stops on the farm. But it is about to slow down. Here we got 12 rows at 22 inches coming through the combine. And it's going good. The header's been running great. I've been having trouble the last couple of years with the auto steer cord. Basically there's those little orange ears on there and they feel the row. And the wire kept getting snipped by the gathering chain, but I welded a pipe on there and fed it through there, and we've been doing pretty good so far with it. Because it is pretty nice when the auto steer works on here. Like a liquid. Moisture's about 17% here, which is about right. We're putting it in an air bin. We're not going to dry it. We don't have a dryer. Looks like I got one round left here. And then we're going to go make a new opening in the next section over there. It takes a while to get through all the corn. I like watching the stalk stompers do their thing. Basically, those are pushing down the chopped corn stalks so they don't wear on the tires as much. Munching on the corn. So basically, this plant gets shot through the header, and the only thing that really goes through the combine is the cob. Now, there is some plant material that makes its way through, but pretty much there's rollers in the row, and it'll just shoot the stalk down, it'll pick the cob off, and send the cob to the machine. Although I have seen some storm damaged fields before where they had to combine the corn with a regular header. That's a lot of material to send through a combine. So I'm just coming to the end of this pass here. I've got an orange flag here. We're gonna get emptied out good, and I've got to count rows because I gotta make one more opening to finish this piece. So we got a 12 row header, so it's gotta be divisible by 12. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 4, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. Mark. Now we walk back. Well, hopefully I counted right. I should. I can tell pretty quickly. You know, I see a lot of people joke about the row of shame, like you leave one row behind. But for us, we have to be on our 12 rows with our planter. Otherwise, it seems like 2 rows don't get chopped right. They're not lined up quite perfect. So I don't know, do you have to stay on your rows with your planter, or do you just pick a spot and go? What do you do for corn harvest? For us, we gotta stay on. Here's the row guide. So I'm running our 9230. This one's the one that's kind of got all the hardware and is set up for corn, so that's why we run this one. making our new opening here, and I want to make sure, so there's a yard over here that we hit the edge of, and there's a driveway. And so I made the opening far enough this way to where if we just go around in the opening, we'll hit that side, because I'm not sure how it was planted, and then we'll just have kind of a few rounds over there to make. So you just kind of lap and overlap with corn. It's not like sugar beets where the rows need to be perfect. You might as well plant corn there. And I'm not 100% sure how it lines up. Sometimes there's a couple of rows that overlap. So if we just combine our way around up to the yard, should be good. Just don't hit the auger on the trees. Making the first opening is always fun though. Got the grain cart behind, making a path. And if you look way over there, you can see the sugar beet piles. I think it's a record piled crop at that site, and it's a record piled crop for American Crystal, so we had a good year. So yeah, this is corn harvest. Corn harvest is fun, but if you want to see a large variety of crops we farm up in North Dakota, be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss a beet, because we also grow sugar beets. Almost done with this section and on to the next. Beautiful fall day. It's like 70 degrees out right now. This is awesome. Well, we are done with the main section of this field. But we got kind of a fun little square piece, and that's gonna be it for the year for harvest. See the coyote out there? Surprised he didn't take off. Usually they run for miles before you even get to see them for long. Just getting done with the last headland. Normally we start in the middle and do like an opening so we can unload, but it's such a short headland. Just combined it back and forth. It's the width of the yard, so this little piece and we're done for the year, gang. Well, this is it, the last pass of Harvest 2024. 12 rows of corn. That's it. So now it's time. I'm gonna clean all these stalks and leaves off, clean all the cobs and kernels out of the header, and clean the combine off. So that's always fun, but it's the last time I gotta clean the combine for the year. gentlemen, this concludes Harvest 2024. We're gonna get this stuff back to the yard and head for home. Okay, Oliver, we finished Harvest 2024. How do you feel about that? Oh, you're watching Beet Farmin Mitch.
And Beet Farmin Jenny.
And Beet Farmin Oliver. And don't forget to keep it sweet.